Good morning, welcome back to the vlogs. So the last vlog you will have seen is on Friday where we did the day trip with the CCDO. Today we're going to Angkor Wat and a couple of the other temples. We're going to 5 different spots. It was $13 per person for like a 10-hour trip or something like that. But I'm super excited to see Angkor Wat. It's something we've never seen before. We've seen photographs, but yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna get picked up at about 8:30. It's now 20 past, so we've got 10 minutes and then we'll be going on a group trip to kind of explore Angkor Wat and the temples. We're doing a tour this time so we can find out lots of information about the history and about the buildings and things like that. You can get a 1-day pass or a 3-day pass, so we're then hoping to go back on a motorbike or hire a tuk-tuk or something and go back and explore at our own pace and kind of see the other ones that we want to see. But today is going to be lots of information. I'm going to try and film as much as I can to try and give you as much information as I can. So let's get going. Okay, so we are arriving at the entrance of Angkor Wat. We got out of the minivan. This is the view. There's loads of people.
So now we are arrived at the west gate of Angkor Wat Temple. And Angkor Wat Temple, the temple was built from 12th centuries and was built by the Hindu king. It was built in year 1113 AD, 1113 AD, and until 1150 AD. The king spent the time for building this temple 37 years. And usually Angkor Wat Temple is the biggest temple of Hindu religion and very Hindu temple and worship to the Vishnu God. Before of 12th century also, my country we had own religion already. And we calling to animism. Animism, we believe the river, we believe the mountain, we believe the spirit of ancestor, grandma or grandpa have passed away. The Indian businessman came to my country, had a business in Asian country, and some Indian men arrived my country, and Indian men got married with the Khmer woman. And Khmer woman got married with the Indian men, and we are sharing the cultures of Indian. And then our king was and our king accepted, believe Hindu religion. But Hindu religion of Indian countries, we not believe 100%. And 60% we are believe the same of Indian, and 40% more we are different belief, right? And until 9th centuries, in year 802 AD, we are believe Shiva God, and Shiva God, and we believe from 9, 10, the end of 11th century, we stop believe Shiva because Shiva not population in my country. We worship Vishnu God, right? And in Hindu religion, about the God, have many gods, but we have only 3 gods is the top level: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva God. In my country, 12th century, we have believe Vishnu, and this is the biggest temple. It was built by the Hindu king, the King Varman II. In 12th century, we have one more religion coming, Buddhism religion. Buddhist and Bayon temple. This is the Buddhist king building, but this Angkor Wat temple building by the Hindu kings, right? And Angkor Wat temple, the king spent the time building this temple, right? 37 years, the king used people for building. 10,000 people, include slaves. And also, Angkor Wat had accepted by UNESCO organization from 14 December 1992. It's a heritage number 7 on the world. One day on the world, number 7, right? And also Angkor Wat temple and moved by waters from north to the south 1.3 kilometers. 1.3 kilometer feet from west to the east, 1.5 kilometer. And from that side to overside 190 meters and moved by water around. When the king passed away, the Hindu king passed away, Angkor Wat, we're not calling to Angkor Wat. We're calling to another name, and we're calling to posthumous. We're calling to Vishnu Baramalo. It means that the heaven or the Vishnu God living, right? And we look from the west, we can see the 5 tower. In Hindu meaning, we calling to Meru mountain, right? Meru mountain and the heaven for the many God living. And usually for today, this is for the 3rd day of Chinese New Year. You can see inside.
Okay, so we're walking up the temple. This is like floating floor almost. It's so weird, isn't it? And there's our guide. We've got to keep an eye on him so we don't lose him.
The first step, we over there. Now is the second step here. Now we are stay at the closing wall of Angkor Wat Temple. And over there is the water mount. Now we are close the water mount or the main gate to get there. We can see the 5 towers. The 5 tower is different function. So in 12 centuries, the central tower, this is about the gate. I mean the tower, the main entrance to inside by the king families. And the both side over there, this is for the official of the kings. And another side, north and south, this is for the normal people. Inside, in and out of Angkor Wat Temple for praise and for worship also, right? And also you can see many statues that's coming out from the wall also. This is related with the Hindu statue. And also you can see the hole of the sandstone, right? Many hole on the sandstone, no someone destroy it. This is about the technical for the people told the sandstone from mountain for wedding temple.
Okay, yeah.
We use by the wood stick and knock inside, right? Knock inside and pull from the mountain for wedding in this temple. And also the water move around at the rainy seasons. The water no float here, never floats. Just the middle of the moat over there, 4 meter or 5 meter deep. Because the water very important for the temple and holding to the foundation of the temple and supporting the temple to standing. When around Angkor Wat areas without the water, it means that the water dry is complete. Angkor Wat will be collapsed down because Angkor Wat is too heavy. Right, it's a big place. Must be have the water dry season or moon season. Right, necessity of the water here. All the main gate of Hindu religion, of Buddhist also, you can see the Naga or dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 head. And 7 head, this is a Naga or dragon for the Buddhist did meditation. This is for the Hindu. This is about the symbolizing of the powerful of the king. And in Hindu mythology, when the people die, 1 week will be born again. It means that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until Sunday, right? This is about the Naga or dragon had a 5 head or 7 head and 5 head different, right? 5 head is the meaning of Buddhist did meditation also, and Buddhist did meditation we have 5 head or 7 head, right? It's different from Hindu a little bit. We can see the some statue and lower hand or head. Because in my country, after from 1979 until 1993, we had the civil war a long time, right? And also, some statue destroyed by the shotgun, some statue and struck down by the people destroy it, especially and all the temple of Buddhists on the wall and had the statue destroy the Buddhist statue in meditation.
So this is where people take the reflection picture in the morning. The water's a little bit, there's movement because of the wind, but that's where you usually see the photographs.
It's about the statues and what's coming from 12th century. This is what the king was building Angkor Wat temple. And his name Soya Varman II. And he meeting halls and asked about the commander and his one statue and holding the book in his hand. This is about astrologers. Because in the period of the king we had two countries. The main country invaded my country many times. Thailand and Jampa Kingdom. This is the story of the king Soya Varman II meeting her. Right. So the king of Angkor Wat building temples. The king spent the people for building 10,000 people include slave. What is mean that slave? Who is slave? Slave to country invaded my country, especially we calling to Jampa or Muslim peoples and Thailand or Siem or Siam. This is what statue here related with the Siem people invaded my country. And we're going to Siam or Siem or Thailand nowadays. We have evidence here. You can see the uniform clothes is not same, it's different from Khmer military. This from here to get the Siem military. From here to get the Siem military or Siem army is different. It's not same Khmer army or soldier. Okay. Also in the south wall of Angkor Wat temple, and here we calling to Yama God. It's a Yama God. Yama God, he had many arms. In his hand he had a wood magic, a wood stick, and can tie the people who to the hell. And you can see the three levels, 1, 2, and 3. And reflection with the Angkor Wat temple had 3 levels at 65 meter high. And 65 meter high had 3 levels, hell, earth, and heaven. Right. Hell, earth, and heaven. This is related with the Hindu god, Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva god. Right. That we calling to Yama god, it means the hell, earth, and heaven. And the 3 levels had 65 meter high of Angkor Wat temple. 65 meter high. And also in Siem Reap city or Siem Reap province, many hotel and guest house. Building not over than 65 meter, much lower than 65 meter. Right. This is about the rule of Siem Reap province. You can see here right on the board or secret board here. Okay. Well, and this temple building from 37 years and start from year 1113. 1113 AD until 1150 AD. 37 years the king spent for building the whole of this temple complete. Okay, so this is about the history and related with my country, especially for the man and woman. Right. In my country about the culture so straight, very straight, the man and woman. Before get married, they cannot living together. When they are living, example, they do wrong about the culture, and she has a pregnant baby or children, she cannot keep. She must blew out from her bodies. It means that she killed one life of person. But when the woman passed away, and spirit bring to the hell, and holding by the frame, and tie her hand with the stick, and they use by the nail, hold from her body from one side to lose one side. Right. This is a relative with the woman. And then her leg, and tied by the lord of the sandstone, will hold down. Right. This is about the relative with my country. For the men and women, they cannot living without married. Right. This is my country very strict before. But right now some people they can living but hiding both parents. Hiding both parents. They keep silent. And then they make a business letter, they have the money and then they will the man and go to the girl family and pay they can get married. Right. This is right now like this. And all the statue here is coming from 12th century, but some statue is different color because restoration by Apsara Authority Organization. Right. Especially the roof over there, you can see it's not real. It's new conservation. New conservation and by the Apsara Authority government and new restoration about this. But the real statue no have the lotus flower like this. Not have.
Okay.
The roof original roof like this. The first, I would like to show you 3 levels. The first you can see the feces, crocodile or snake and cut off the head of or hand or half of bodies. And you can see on the top, you can see many Apsara statue, Apsara dancing on the heavens. And one statue here, this is about Vishnu God. And from the head to from this side to the south, the head of the Naga and holding by the giant. And from another side of the head, move to the tail, holding by the god. And the god statue had 88 statue. And here to the over there, the head of the Naga or dragon had 98 statue. Right. And the water moat here is symbolizing of Angkor Wat water moat had a lot of feces. And the whole like this, one side here, this is about the Meru mountain, the symbolizing of Angkor Wat and moat by water around. And the third, this is about the Vishnu God. He incarnation to the third, to holding the mountain for demon and God and tuning ocean to find holy water. Right. And rotate the mountain, right. Turning ocean to find the holy water. And turning many 1,000 years in the bottom of the ocean had float up Apsara, many Apsara women on the heaven, fly to the heaven, so cute, right? And the waters and flow from the bottom in his hand of the Vishnu God according to holy water. But the holy water, the Vishnu God, is not offered to the giant for drinking. Offered to the many gods for drinking, because giant is bad divinity and God is a good divinity. When the God drinking, the God had the people, protectorate the people. But the giant not protectorate and destroy earth, destroy the people, destroy the heaven, the killing the God in the heaven of Vishnu or God or Shiva God living also. Right. This is really this is the story that related with the Angkor Wat by water and had the Naga balustrade the holding. Right. The Naga balustrade around this temple. So now we arrive at the second level. And if you would like to walk around areas,
Okay, so we are now at the main building. It's behind me here and it's huge, it's beautiful. I haven't really vlogged too much because I've been filming everything he's been saying, all the like history stuff, so I've not filmed too much, but it's beautiful. I think we're going to come back here because we've got a 3-day pass, so I think we're going to come back sometime and like take our own photos and take our time to walk around rather than feeling a bit rushed with the tour. There's some monks here. your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. It's beautiful.
Is it as big as you expected?
It's huge. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's probably much bigger than I expected.
It's bloody hot though. I forgot to bring my water. And I also forgot to bring my hat, so sweating. But we just climbed up that one behind me. We've now got to find our group. Hopefully they've not gone inside without us, because I'm trying to film everything he's saying to do a video, like a guide video. So hopefully they're still there waiting for us. Okay, we've made it to the inside bit. These are the steep steps to get in. Okay, we made it to the top. So hot. Bloody hell.
Okay, and over there in the uppermost place, you mean that the central towers, and our group went a moment before we arrived here. But in here, the central route from four main cardinal, north, west, east, and south. And the central route here, you can see the four pools, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Four pools in 12 centuries. In the period of the king was building this Angkor Wat temple. The four pools is symbolizing of four elements: water, fire, wind, earth element, or land element. Some people get sickness and illness. He came here, he went up to the top. The worship of present to the god and coming down and took the water from the four pools to washing the face. And it means that the blessing to the health is better from get sickness and illness or fever converted to the normal health, right? Without sickness and illness. And also this is the central route. And one year we had 2 months during our 21st of March or 21st of September that we call into equinox from north or from east and the sunset at the west gate, right? Okay, it's coming here. I saw you this way.
We finished at Angkor Wat. I am so bloody hot, but we're going to the van and then we're going to the next spot. What did you think?
That was incredible. Lovely thing.
Really, really cool. Okay, so we have now lost our guide.